home, and on your 40th birthday, you set yourself a challenge, which was that you would sleep with 40 men in one day.
That was my birthday present for myself.
I'm surprised you could walk after that.
The next day.
I'm surprised you could walk after that.
Bit of a sore back, but no, it's fine.
And did you afterwards think, you know, what am I doing?
No.
No.
I had the most fantastic day. Afterwards, me and husband sat there then, having a drink all night.
She just took on 40 schlongs. And after that, her and her husband got a drink. How romantic does that sound? Give this man the Medal of Honor for being the world's bravest simp, watching his wife getting decapitated by 40 men. Doubles. She just got railed by 40 participants, and all she had was a sore back.
I'm surprised you could walk after that.
Bit of a sore back.
That is utterly impossible. I think what she was trying to say was her flaps and her cooter felt and looked as if they have been just put through a damn blender. Now, if we were to take a deep dive in her guts. So fellas, if you guys look around, it's very loose. There's a lot of vacant space. Perhaps we can even build a small village in here, fellas. As we all can see, her guts looks like it's falling apart. Now, Gordon Ramsay, what's your final say about this?
Overcooked on the bottom, crispy as fuck, and it looks like Gandhi's flip-flop.
I cheated on him with like 4 guys. Monogamy's not natural for me. I was only in love with him, but yet wanting other men. He sees like I'm just so much happier. You wish you would have done this years ago, right?
Shut the fuck up and sit down.
This is what every single man needs to understand about female nature and woman, is that all of them are bi. You just need to figure out if she is bipolar or bisexual. And clearly, this woman is bipolar as hell. How do you say you love your husband?
I was only in love with him.
But yet, you go out and get shish kebabbed by 4 other dudes.
I cheated on him with like 4 guys. Monogamy's not natural for me.
Now, let me tell you guys something. There is a big difference between a man having multiple partners and a woman having multiple partners. Now, may we have Bishop Andrew Tate come preach to the gospel for us.
Most men would be surprised by how deviant women are. If you have a woman and you're truly cool, and you're truly together, and she truly loves you, you come home, have you been out, you fucked that bitch? I did fuck that bitch. You know what? I fucked her, but her tits are not as good as yours. Come here.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Men are allowed multiple women. Women are not allowed multiple men. Because if a woman has multiple men, you cannot ensure paternity. And the modern science of the devil, just because we can work out how the dad is, doesn't mean the actions are acceptable.
That's true.
Under the will of God. I can walk and have 10 wives behind me. That's perfectly acceptable.
So
if
hold
a
on.
woman has 10 men, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely vile.
Yes.
Females should not talk to any man besides her brothers, her father, and the man she's with. If she truly loves me, she should want as much help as possible to cater to me and serve me.
This is a certified hood classic.
To this day! To this day!
This is Christina. She fell in love with Mark. Despite being in love with Mark, Christina also found she had eyes for other men.
Haram! We need the will of God!
I kept cheating so much and I just couldn't stop.
When I did find out, it was very devastating. I was heartbroken, to say the least, about it. I started thinking, oh, maybe I'm not good enough for her.
Rather than let the cheating break the pair up, they decided to explore new experiences as a couple.
I just said, let's try this swinging thing.
But the pair found that their new relationship choices were not received well by friends and family.
I said, oh, really? I said, oh, swinging.
The family, they found out on TikTok, and what they did was go around to everybody else and talk about us behind our back. Yeah, so we've been together for 17 years, and we've been married for 15 years.
We did meet when we were younger in school. I actually had a crush on her. I tried to touch her, and she just totally dissed me. So that just made me want her so much more. And then later on in our 21, 22, we ended up meeting at the bar, and things just kind of went from there.
Yeah, we are soulmates. We finish each other's sentences from like day one.
You guys finish each other's sentences. How romantic. Stop it. No, you don't. Because if you guys take a close look at the relationship, you can clearly tell that this woman has manipulated and emasculated her man to the point where this man is walking around nutless. You can tell who clearly runs this relationship, and she answers for him. That's the only reason why you guys finish each other's sentences. And fellas, and if you guys analyze this relationship from an RP lens, you guys can clearly tell that this woman is a selfish, self-absorbed narcissist. And when a narcissist gains control over somebody with low self-esteem like this guy right here, this man is in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, so I've struggled with monogamy my whole life, ever since I was a little girl and had boyfriends in grade school. I would have multiple boyfriends at the same time. And then I cheated on him with like 4 guys. I was always open and honest about it. And just monogamy is not natural for me.
The most important thing, if you do not pay attention to a woman's past, her past will come back and ruin your future. Because according to the book of the Asclepiolations, section Thoughtaladians, it states, in her past, if she has been around a lot of guys, just know she's taken a significant amount of cream pies. And to make this girl your wife is extremely unwise, because she will never let you be the prize. She's just the type of girl you stick it between her thighs and you kiss and say your goodbyes.
When I found out, it was very devastating for me, because at that time, I could have been monogamous with her the rest of my life because I loved her like that. I was heartbroken, to say the least, about it, because I started thinking, oh, maybe I'm not good enough for her.
You a simp!
The bacon is done. It was hard for him to accept that, that I was only in love with him and only wanted to be with him forever, but yet wanting other men. It took a little while for you to really comprehend that.
It was tough at first, but now I get it, and I'm totally on board, and I love it now.
If you guys have ever been in a relationship with a narcissist, which I have, from my experience, these narcissists are master manipulators. They will lie right to your face, and after that, they will give you literally the best sex you ever had in your life. She will literally suck the common sense right out of your brain, to the point where you don't even see the problem in the relationship anymore. You do not see how miserable you are with her. She just mind fucks you and brainwashes you. That is the power of pussy. And from my experience dating a narcissist, what I learned is that a man absolutely destroys and ruins his life once he starts prioritizing women over himself. When a man is striving in life, there's always a woman out there to fuck it up. Because this man loves this woman so much, to the point where he is willing to be miserable for the rest of his life by accepting to be swingers with the woman he loves, while he watches other men blows his wife's back out And if you look at his face and his body language, he is clearly not okay with it. When he said he didn't feel like a good enough man for his woman.
I kept cheating so much and I just couldn't stop.
When I did find out, it was very devastating. I was heartbroken, to say the least, about it. I started thinking, oh, maybe I'm not good enough for her.
But in reality, he's not being a good man for himself.
So we got into swinging about 2 years ago is when we started couple swapping. We've been hooking up with unicorns our whole relationship though. So a unicorn is a single female that hooks up with couples, and we don't have relationships with these unicorns because we're not polyamorous. It's purely hookup stuff. Here you go, baby. For me, it was just, I just desired to be with other men. And then I would feel super guilty about it. And I had done it with every relationship. I try to be monogamous. I am not the happiest person in the world. I'm kind of like bitchy, so.
You are very bitchy, yeah.
I know. He sees such a difference now that I'm not monogamous. Like, he sees, like, I'm just so much happier.
2020, right?
Yeah, you wish you would have done this years ago, right?
Right.
Gentlemen, always remember this. A woman will always be bitchy or seem complicated when she lacks that true, genuine desire for you. Mark, now may I bless you with the cheek-slaying constitution of the ass-clapulations, Scripture 444. Mark, this one's for you. Scripture 444 states that if she does not give you the energy that you desire, other voluptuous ass cheeks you shall go acquire.
So we've been together 17 years. We didn't know about Tinder. We've never been on Tinder. We've never been on dating apps until now. We did not know that you want to find photo verified people.
Yeah.
So we actually got catfished about 3 times. Our family and friends, they basically all found out that we were swingers through TikTok. The only one that didn't was my mom and my brother. I had had those conversations with them.
Hey, how are you? Aww,
so nice to see you.
She was down visiting me, and she told me that her and Mark are dipping into swinging life. I said, oh, really? I said, oh, swinging. Really? I was surprised. Not shocked, but surprised.
I'm not sure what's more embarrassing, being Christina's father, knowing that the fact that your daughter is getting ran through just like the yellow light, or being this bozo's father. Honestly, if my son was a cuck, a beta male simp mangina, I'll have him executed immediately. There's no bitch in my bloodline.
Oh, maybe I do. It's ridiculous how like nervous I get about going TikTok live. 27,000 of my followers are on right now, which is pretty good for 10:30 a.m. Hello, TikTok live. How are my people doing? All right, so let's take some questions. So he said, do either of you get worried about liking it better with someone else? We don't get worried about that. We have a very secure relationship. We've been together for 17 years. And that's also where like the communication comes in when you're a swinger. You want to communicate all the time. If those feelings even start to happen, if like feelings that are more than just having a crush on somebody starts to happen, you need to talk to your spouse about that. Okay, good question. Okay. So do you ever get jealous? Somebody said. I don't get jealous. I have had like 2 instances where I've gotten irritated, but not jealous.
Of course she doesn't get jealous because clearly she does not care about Mark. She does not give a 2 rats ass fucking in a ranch Dorito bag if he dies tomorrow. And that's just a fact.
I'm very secure in our marriage, and I'll let Mark answer if he gets jealous or not.
At the time that I got jealous, she actually had a side piece, and mine
2 of
was
them.
kind of like ghosting me and acting a little crazy, and so I just cut it off with her. So I had no side piece, but she did, and it kind of made me a little bit jealous.
This is why you never trust something that can bleed 5 days straight and cannot die. Because if this woman was so secure in her marriage, then why does she feel the need to jump from dick to dick?
I'm very secure in our marriage. And then I cheated on him with like 4 guys.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, I heard it.
And do you see how Mark pedalizes this woman, that when they broke up, she had side pieces and Mark didn't?
At the time that I got jealous, she actually had a side piece, and mine
2
was
of them.
kind of like ghosting me and acting a little crazy, and so I just cut it off with her. So I had no side piece, but she did, and it kind of made me a little bit jealous.
Now, if you analyze this with your cheek-slaying Sharingan, if you are a man and she knows that you are her only option, that's when her attraction will slowly start to diminish. Because a woman, she wants to compete and go through obstacles with other women to win her man's exclusivity, because women need drama in her life. Now, Pastor Andrew Tate, can you come preach to the gospel?
Well, women are also addicted to drama. This is something else you have to understand about females.
That's very true.
Females are addicted to drama. They are entertained by drama. What does a woman do in her spare time? She watches the Kardashians drama. Listen, I don't want to insult anyone. I was about to say a bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. A bitch will sit there. A bitch will sit there and think, I need to relax. Let me watch a murder documentary about a serial killer.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
We definitely put on a show to the world, especially when I was a business owner in a small town.
Right.
We just acted like we were just, you know,
A normal monogamous couple.
a normal monogamous couple. We didn't want people to know what we did behind closed doors because we were afraid of the judgment. But now we just don't care. We're proud to be swingers and out of the closet, and yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Swinging has changed our lives for the best. I mean, not only are we happier, we're healthier, mentally, physically. We don't allow toxicity in our life.
Right.
We only allow positivity in our life.
We're active all the time.
We're active. It's made us just more attracted to each other. It's made our love deeper.
Yeah.
The whole morale of this story is that she could not stop cheating on her husband. As a matter of fact, she cheated on her husband so much that she forced her husband to get into a swinger relationship with her. Can you guys imagine your wife going home, getting filled up like a Twinkie by another man, and you can see the jizz hanging off her face and you have to wipe it off? This man just basically married a cum bucket. And that is absolutely trifling, disgusting, and baffling. And if you look at Mark's eyes, you can tell that he's filled with sadness, that he is being held hostage, but he cannot leave because he's too much of a beta male and a cuck, because this man lacks respect for himself and he lacks the self-esteem. And fellas, before I end this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and if you guys enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit the thank you button. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you guys want to buy your very own Cheek Slaying Gospels, click here. Now, before I end this video, let me just share this with you guys. A weak man will choose a woman over his respect. Now, a strong man will choose his respect over a woman, because according to the Cheek Slaying Constitution, chapter Hoology, it states, if your wife has let the whole squad hit, then that woman is ineligible for the housewife kit.
That's a fact.
Trespassing on my property. Get the hell out of my yard.
JT, let me have this house.
JT let you have my house.
Yes.
My shed.
I want it.
You're trespassing on my property. You didn't win in my yard.
Wait.
All of you.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?